UK-based Masters sports photographer Alex Rotas is anxious to get a few shots of Joe Johnston.
Okay, we're good.
Now in his 70s, Joe is an age group world record holder in the pole vault.
I'm going to just take one to see what I did. Perfecto! Oh, hurry up, Joe. I can't wait. I'm so excited.
After retiring from a distinguished academic career, Alex has reinvented herself as a photographer, despite knowing next to nothing about photography.
I love new things. I love being a beginner. I love being at the bottom of a steep learning curve. And I keep finding sort of one thing just leads to another.
And today, that's led her to Central Florida and the infamous Joe Dome, the backyard pole vaulting pit where Joe Johnston invents new training methods.
Oh my God.
Like bouncing on a pole.
I'm blown away.
Or his own take on the American Ninja Warrior climbing wall.
I have never, ever met anyone like this.
Alex is fascinated with aging athletes and specializes in action shots from national and world championships. She's compiled some of her best shots into a book called Growing Old Competitively that features many of the world's top Masters athletes, like 37-time world record holder Olga Kotelko, who competed up until her death at age 95.
And I said to her, so Olga, have you been doing track and field all your life? Because she was a world champion, age 90-something. And she said, heavens no, honey, I only took it up when I was 77 years old. And I only discovered I could write when I was 93. How many people can say that?
English shot put champion Cliff Taylor is also among the many greats in her book.
And I said, oh, Cliff, here's my book and your pictures in it. And he said, Alex, why have you put me in your book of old people? He's 84. He's 84.
And that sums up the attitude of most Masters athletes. They don't consider themselves old, so they don't act old, and to a large degree, they don't get old. They remain active up until the very end, which is exactly what happened to Olga Kotelko.
And I was convinced I was going to be photographing her when she was 100 and 105. And so I was pretty shocked to hear that she died 2 months later. But it was actually a terrific death. She did what they call squaring the circle. You know, she didn't decline. She just lived life ablaze and then whoops, went to bed one night and didn't wake up. So
that's a great way to go.
Alex says don't make the mistake of thinking that those she photographs are genetically superior individuals immune to the physical disabilities we all face as we get older.
I think people would probably have the impression that these people, you know, they are superhuman. You know, they don't have the hip replacements or the knee replacements or the heart attacks or the strokes, but they do. They have all of the above, and sometimes they have a combination of them, and they just don't let it defeat them.
Before leaving, Alex snaps a few more pictures and can't resist joining Joe and his wife Janet in some good old-fashioned fun.
Oh, this is more fun than fun.
She likes to have fun. She tries stuff. Yeah, she's a special gal.
And what does she think of her new friend?
Where to start? Where to start? I mean, it's eccentricity in the best possible way of the word. He's just his own person, isn't he? I mean, he's living the dream, and it doesn't matter what age he is. I've never seen anything like this dome. I have never seen it. It's just awesome.
Just when she's beginning to master a subject matter she loves, Alex is forcing herself to move on to something new. Her next challenge will be taking portraits of older gardeners.
I don't know if it is in the States, but it's very big with older people in the UK. So there are lots and lots of people who get immense pleasure from gardening in their 80s and 90s.
Alex Rotas has a love for adventure and no fear of failure. That's a powerful combination that has enabled her to create a new life in which she not only sees the world through the eyes of others, she gets to share in their passion and understand their purpose.
I can't believe that I found something that's just giving me so much. It's not just pleasure. I mean, it is pleasure. It's fun. It's fun in its laughter. But gosh, every day I feel my life's enriched. And you know, you meet somebody like Joe Johnston, and your life just gets a little bit bigger, doesn't it? Because you're seeing somebody live in a way that's totally his, totally unique, and you couldn't make it up. You couldn't describe it really. So yeah, I just feel unbelievably blessed, I guess, to have found something that I love doing that's just giving me so much. Having a blast.
Oh, you want me to run in and vault, you said. I got a code for that.